friends, welcome to Tori Talks TV. Today we will be reviewing, this is a season 4, episode 8, which is entitled Sorry. Which, by the way, in my opinion, this is one of the strongest episodes of this season so far. For me, at least.
I liked some elements of it.
Elements.
That we will get to.
Yes, we will. So I'm going to start how I always start with one of our big 3.
Yes.
Let's begin with Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, so from her past, we got to see her relationship with Mark.
Did you think we were going to see more than that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just got a little bit.
So, but what we saw, though, was very interesting. Like, we knew that something bad was going to happen. Mm-hmm. But I was like, what's with the whole, like, banana?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I think something to do with, like, because didn't Rebecca say, like, oh, that's not enough food? Like, is she, like, starving herself for him? And then the whole practical magic thing. Okay. That made me so mad. First of all,
I love that movie and I'm 35.
Right?
Do you want to hear a really fun connection?
Yes.
Do you know who directed Practical Magic?
No.
Griffin Dunn, who's the actor that plays Nikki.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's cool, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm such a dork.
That's actually a great reference.
Yeah, but no, I didn't like that. So he's controlling. Mm-hmm. We get that. Yes. It has to be, yeah.
And that's the only nugget we got from that.
That's it, though. Yeah, they didn't really go back to that. I didn't like how he called Randall Randy. Did he ask if he can call him Randy? Who calls him Randy?
Nobody does.
Nobody
and
does.
Should not.
Exactly. Well, Kate in present day, we see her and Toby, and there's another banana reference because Jack didn't want to eat bananas.
Mm-hmm. Apparently he's not liking any solid foods.
Yeah, but we do see that she's getting closer to the neighbor.
Yes.
What do you think's going to happen there?
I'm very curious to find out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they are getting very close. It's an interesting relationship. Mm-hmm. And I know we still have that unanswered question of what is going to drive Toby and Kate apart because we know something does happen.
Right.
I was thinking it was going to be Toby, but
we thought, it's not weird that we just automatically went to it's Toby
because he's like getting all worked out and hunky. But what if it's? Oh, I didn't even think of that till you said that right now.
There we go. Yeah, I totally was like, this is blossoming into something perhaps. Yeah. We'll see. They didn't really talk much about Kate, so we're going to move on.
But just really quick, though, she did kind of cheat on Toby with the avocado. That was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and she didn't say anything.
Oh my gosh, I know.
She kind of lied.
Ooh.
She kept the secret. And Toby, it was a big deal to Toby because he was like, was he going to like post a story on Instagram and stuff?
That was a big deal to him. So are things unraveling?
I don't know.
We'll find out. Okay. Now, Kevin. There's a lot with Kevin.
Okay.
So we thought he and Cassidy, well, I know I did, thought that they were going to become a thing. Mm-hmm. And it started to look like it's not going to become a thing. Maybe he was just more there to help her. He's Mr. Helper these days. Helping Nikki and helping Cassidy. Mm-hmm. There's more depth to him. I don't know why he's getting sassy in the bar and trying to start stuff. He's going through a lot.
He was like punishing himself, I think, because, so like the whole sheets, the sheets? Oh my gosh. That whole storyline with like kind of like intermixing Nikki and Jack talking to him, that like really got to me.
I wanted to point that out too. Yes. That was so well done where he was being lectured by Nikki, but then he was envisioning Jack, and he probably would much rather have Jack being the one lecturing him at this age. And it made me so sad. And then he just kept going back to that same memory of him playing parachute with his dad, that's what they called it, under the sheet. And he just like has the same memory, and he just kept going back to it. And, he internalizes a lot of things, I think. So I don't think people know how much that affects him.
Yeah, and I think when Nikki was saying, like, what's wrong with you, that's when he went to drink. And he didn't drink. He didn't drink,
but
then he, like, picked a fight with that guy. It's kind of like as a way to, like, punish himself. I was like, that was a great, like, character development for both of them.
Right, for both of them, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he's finally starting to, he's getting Nikki to, like, I don't know, be a little more open, it seems like. So he's doing justice. But yeah, this is probably taking a toll on him. I really felt for Kevin in this episode, finally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, but can we talk about Nikki's speech in the courtroom?
Oh,
I thought it was so heartfelt and powerful, and it was sweet, and I'd never seen that side of him.
I know, where he's like, I don't regret it, because I was like, oh crap, he's gonna get in trouble.
I was like, come on.
I was like, don't do this, don't do
this. They put a little twist on it.
Yeah, they did. They got us. I was like, good job.
He's right. He wouldn't have gotten help.
He wouldn't have met all these people, and he is getting better, like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. It was a really good speech.
Yeah, I'm glad he's still around. I'm glad. I mean, I almost thought, because of those scenes where it was like Jack and then it was Nikki, lecturing him, I thought maybe he's looking for his dad and Nikki, maybe? Maybe because he misses that father figure, so maybe he's turning to Nikki and he's like, maybe molding him or like wanting him to be that way. And father figure. They
all have in common like the alcoholism too. Yeah. So that's something that like, even though it's not his dad, his dad would have been able to relate to him on that level as well. And he's coming for Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, I know.
So now we'll see him interact with all the other people.
And Rebecca.
Yes.
I feel like there's something tense.
There is.
There.
I'm happy to see Griffin Dunn be happy. I used to have a crush on him.
You did?
Yes, Who's That Girl with Madonna back in the day.
Oh,
as a younger man.
Who's That Girl? That's right. Yeah. He's like best friends with Carrie Fisher. Anyway,
there you go.
On Griffin Dunn trivia all day long.
I feel like now that he'll be like, turn in a corner. Yeah. Because he was already looking cuter in his little court suit there.
I know, right? Stud. Well, yeah, I know, right? Well, we're going to see more of him, I know, so good for you. Yes. All right, our third big three member is Randall. Oh. Okay, but before we talk about Randall specifically, because I'm keeping the heavy stuff to the end, let's talk about Deja and Malik and the chaperone date, chaperoned by Beth, who was hilarious. Yes. That actress did such a good job. She was just like her own little one-woman show there. It was so funny the way that she was acting, and she didn't like when he kept saying, what do you think? Okay. She's like, okay, you need to stop at the okay.
Yes. And when she was, just everything, how she was just like, the popcorn. Oh. The popcorn.
Okay. And I was like, that's what you're doing. You're embarrassing me. You're not even my mom.
Awkward. Like, you can't even be less awkward right now.
So,
so good.
For that actress, good job. But I was worried at first, which I think they were trying to make me worried when Deja was implying that Malik was being too pushy. Yes. And I was like, I thought it was like sex. Yeah. Is that weird? Even though they only went on one date. Why was I already going there?
And where are you going to do it? You're like in their house.
Yeah. I don't know why I went there.
I did too, though. There was something. Well, I think that's what they were trying to make us believe, that he was pressuring her to do something.
Yeah. But when we find out, because Beth is the one to kind of ask him about it, and then he opens up to her that Deja wants to see her mom. Oh, bless her little soul. Yeah. I don't blame her, but he wants her to. I mean, he gets better and better.
Oh my god. He called her out, though. That was so good.
That was big.
How she was like, oh, things happen, we're busy. And did he say something like, oh, you weren't too busy to open a dance studio, were you?
Or to run for
councilman, were you? Oh, snap.
What a good boyfriend.
That was
Can I call him a boyfriend already? Is that too premature?
Her beau.
Okay. Her boo. Yeah, I like that too. I feel like he's a tough kid. He'll stick up for her.
That was good.
Somebody
got some major points for that one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
And I also like when she was like, okay, I'm going to go in the pantry now. So you can have 30 seconds unchaperoned. So cute. She was so funny.
Yeah. No, she did great. That was a great comic relief for this episode. It was a little heavy of an episode, especially with Randall. Okay, speaking of Randall, let's talk about R&R.
R&R. I know.
Yeah, Rebecca and Randall.
Cute. It started cute.
It sure did. Well, we get to see Rebecca after Jack passes away. She has to go look for a job, and Randall is so supportive of her, and he wants to help. I think she wanted to proofread her resume or help her with the resume, and then he goes with her to her job interview. Like, didn't he drive her there?
He drove her there.
Yeah, he's such a sweet boy. But the best part of that whole scene was that she didn't do a very good job in the interview, and the guy knew it, the interviewer. And he went in there and defended his mom and said, you know what she's been through? You wouldn't know that, her husband just died.
Was very moving.
He's so noble.
Yeah, he was that was a great speech. And he offered to teach her whatever software program.
Oh yeah.
So that he wouldn't have to train her. So that was very nice.
I know, that worked out really, really well. And poor Rebecca, and I think this is part of the title being called Sorry. She kept having to apologize. I'm sorry. I shouldn't worry you. Everything will be okay. Yeah. And I'm the adult here. You don't have to worry about this stuff. But of course he's going to worry about it. And it makes me wonder if that contributed maybe to his anxiety. Maybe he felt pressure to take over, not taking over Jack, but just to help her out,
I wonder if adopted kids feel that like obligation, like, oh, I owe it to, and so he internalized that need to like take care of. I mean, I don't really know the psychology of adopted kids, but it seems like that would make sense.
No,
like,
that does. Which brings me to something I noticed. Do they maybe have some kind of codependency on each other? It seemed like it. I mean, even back in the other season when they were Kevin was having like, not intervention, but had everybody around, and he Randall came off as the favorite. Oh, yeah. You know, and like Mama's boy. And I just wonder if there is a codependency, because now in adult life, so we'll go to present day, Randall and Rebecca, and she's being super supportive of him. Oh my gosh, when she goes to his work and she's taking pictures of like every little inch of the room, I was like, oh no, is this story starting to unfold?
Well, yeah, because it goes back to her note taking. She
had to write things down.
She didn't want to forget anything.
She needed to get every little piece of the room. Oh my gosh, that made me so sad. And he was taking notice of that, which was really sad. But so the heaviest part of it all is when she's making the bed. Oh, it's the making the bed.
Yes, it's like the metaphor. They tie it through every like decade or so.
This episode should have been called Making the Bed. But yeah, that last part with them, when he tries to confront her, like, I think you have something wrong, and she's just not willing to admit it. But she must know it if she is
knows,
taking notes and pictures. Yeah,
because she got defensive.
That was really, really sad.
Well, yeah, and then she said, I'm the parent and you're the son, or you're the child.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, his response was what... Oh, were you just going to say that?
Yeah, go.
Oh my gosh. So he's like, oh, well, what did he say exactly? He was like, oh, really? Like, all of a sudden... And then he cut himself off.
And then she's like, what? And you know what's funny is that bickering back and forth is kind of reminiscent of the way Jack and her did it. Like, they don't really like, finish their sentences.
But they know.
Yes, they know exactly what they're talking about.
And Randall has that mean edge in him, because remember when he and Beth were having their voicemail fight?
Yes.
And he left a mean voicemail. It was
nasty.
I mean, Randall's got depth. Like, he's a good guy, but he also has, like,
nobody's perfect.
Everybody does. That's why the show's so amazing. Because these people are so real.
No, it's true. I wanted to read a quote that Nikki said in the courtroom, because it made me think of this moment. When you're sick, you gotta let the people who care about you help.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lesson to be learned there from Rebecca, and also Randall. Randall is still sick. Yes, he still has anxiety and is not getting treated for it, right? So I thought that was interesting. You have to let the people that care about you help you. Like, she will need help, right? So I thought about that, and then that went back to the codependency thing. I just kept thinking, like, God, there is a lot of, after Jack dies, a lot of, even before they were close, but Randall and Rebecca, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go.
It does go back to that favorites episode, too, because partially, too, like, he is more involved in taking care of her than the other kids are. He is, like, the one, and maybe, like, part of his, like, subconscious is, like, I want to be her favorite. So I'm going to, you know, because they're...
That overachiever.
Yeah, because he, like, wants to belong more, too, because I think that whole adopted kid mentality.
That's right.
But yeah, because I don't see Kevin, like, doing that much with her or Kate. Yeah. It's Randall.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
They really thought of everything, didn't they? Yeah, well, I think that my guess is the next episode, the Thanksgiving episode's going to be...
I love their Thanksgiving episodes.
It's going to be explosive, though, because a lot of people are coming to dinner, including Deja's mom. So we're going to find out. And then after that, we're going to have a little winter break.
Oh, yes. It's the fall hiatus.
Yes.
Winter hiatus?
Yes, exactly.
Fall finale, winter hiatus.
There you go, yeah. But yeah, anything more to say about Sorry?
Sorry. No. I think I'm good.
Well, sorry. Times are up. Okay, we got to go. But thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.